morning. Oh, it's a beautiful day out there. This is the view from my bedroom window. That's next door. Oh, it is lovely. So lucky. That's the rose that I showed you when I was looking out of my Velux window in the kitchen. So that's the kitchen down there. That's the two Velux windows. And when I showed you the view through them last night, that rose there is what you could see. Oh my goodness, I've just spied. I don't think you can see on here. Just spied my first dahlia. Oh, this is so hard. Where are you? Here they are. Just above my fingernails, like a peachy colour. So that's exciting. I'll have to go and investigate that. But first, breakfast and some coffee, I think. I normally have my first coffee when I'm getting ready in the morning, and actually, I forgot this morning. So I definitely need one. Anyway, it's time to tidy up now, and I'll see you in a bit.
I know, Bobby. Oh, you are a good cow. You are a good cow. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Oh. Hello. Wiggle up. Wiggle up. Sit. There you go. Oh, sorry, boo.
Good morning, everyone. Happy 3rd of July. So it's the 3rd day of my vlog today, and it's Wednesday. Oh, someone's coming. I'm back. It's really awkward when someone comes along. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I think I got to the part where I'm so glad it's today and not yesterday. Yesterday was really stressful, actually, and stress, kind of emotional stress like that, really knocks the wind out of my sails. And I was so exhausted last night. Didn't even knit, which is pretty unheard of for me. And so, yes, I'm glad it's today and not yesterday. I've also realised that I didn't even introduce myself when I started vlogging. So, my name is Jooles, and I live in England. I always say in West Sussex, but to be honest, I'm on the border of Hampshire, Surrey and West Sussex. So I could choose to say any of those three. So I always say West Sussex because I used to live in a village just down the road, and that was in West Sussex, so I kind of just stuck with that. I'll make. There we go. What else did I want to say this morning? It's another beautiful day. I prefer it when the sun goes in a bit because it's quite warm. But it's beautiful, and this is a different walk. You haven't been on this walk with us yet. And Mabel's, you're being attacked by a fly. There you go, Bubba. Mabel's getting attacked. So today is a much more mellow day, I hope. You never quite know, do you? But today I plan to make myself some gluten-free bread from a new to me book, so that'll be interesting. I also plan to do a bit of gardening, and I've got some orders to pack up from my shop. So if you place an order for me, thank you so much. And I'm going to sew that baby quilt. I don't know what keeps making me... Actually, I do. I keep putting it off because the colours are not really... I don't really sing to my heart. But it's not a quilt for me, so I shouldn't really be so fussy. And I just need to get on with it and get it made because the baby's here. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to turn the camera around. I love these knobbly trees. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I just wonder how old they are. So gorgeous. There's a lovely moss growing in them. What's that there, Boo? Mabel likes to get up in there normally. But look how knobbly and gnarly they are. I bet these trees can tell stories. Gorgeous. Hey Boo, they're gorgeous. And I love your comments so much. They literally fill my heart with joy. And I've had so many amazing tips and some information. Oh, wheel alert. And a couple of lovely ladies got in touch with me about my jaw clenching with some brilliant tips and ideas. I'm so grateful for that. And it seems a lot of you have this thing with numbers as well, so that was really good to know. I love that. I love that we're all having the same things going on. Anyway, I shall say goodbye for a while now, and I'll see you in the kitchen. Bye. So I'm going to make some gluten-free bread out of this book, which I saw a friend of mine had on Instagram, and I can't remember who it was. I have such a terrible memory, so please forgive me. And I'm going to try the petit buckwheat round. I'm going to see how that goes. So To start with, it says I need some chia seeds in half a cup of water. So I need 2 tablespoons in half a cup of water. It doesn't say hot water, so I'm getting this cold water. So I have to leave that. Oh, it's funny. Have to leave that. You can't even see, can you? Whoa, there we go. Have to leave that for 15 minutes to soak. So they're not going to sink. So I'm just going to leave that. And that was my Amy message to me. So while that's soaking, I'm going to have a chat with Amy. So I'm back again. This is what's happened to the chia seeds. Really gloopy. That's so cool, isn't it? I have used chia seeds before to make a chia pudding, which I really disliked. Anyway, so the other thing I had to do was dissolve some yeast in some room temperature water. So that's in there. And I now have to add some, where's my spoon? Some maple syrup. And some olive oil to that to feed the yeast. Oh, these things are so hard to get off sometimes, aren't they? I'm really interested to see how this bread turns out, because normally I have a gluten-free sourdough starter in the fridge, which is made of rice flour. And I usually make bread with that, and I've never done it like this. So I'm really interested, because I miss bread sometimes. I'm not really a huge bread fan, but it's nice to have some in the house. And I tend to make a loaf and then leave a little bit out and then freeze the rest in slices. And it's quite good because you can toast it from frozen as well. So I need to mix that in. I don't know if you can even see that. Here we go. To the yeast until it starts to bubble, I think it said. Until the yeast begins to foam. So we're going to leave that in there. Might leave a spoon in there. Let's have a bit of a tidy up here. These little measuring cups are so cute. I got them from Anthropology a couple of years ago. Just so adorable. He has little feet. Just cute as cute. Okay, what do I need to do now? That says it takes about 3 minutes. Oh, that's Amy again. Oh, basically, once this starts foaming, I just add all my dry ingredients. So I might just weigh those out ready. If I use a plate, it takes up less room in the dishwasher. I like to minimise the amount of washing up I need to do. So the smaller the bowls and plates and things, the more I get in my dishwasher and the less I have to wash up by hand, which is always a bonus to me. Okay, so I need 1 cup of buckwheat flour. This is obviously an American book. I don't need my scales at all. So that's buckwheat flour. I need a cup of that. I had everything in my pantry already because these are ingredients I use a lot for bread making. I need, how much do I need? 1/2 cup of tapioca flour. My other cup measure. This is 1/2 cup of tapioca flour. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be giving these the amounts. Oh. It's very funny stuff. It's a bit like corn flour. I'm not going to give you the amounts anymore, I'm afraid. I don't want to get into trouble. 1/4 cup of arrowroot. 1/4 cup of arrowroot. That looks like corn flour too, and it feels like corn flour. Oh, being very messy today. Oh, and I haven't got my apron on again. I always wear my apron. When I start videoing, I just forget to wear it. It's ridiculous. 2 tablespoons of flax meal, which is this. It's milled organic flaxseed, which also I think is also linseed, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to guess this measurement. 1, 2, 1 teaspoon of salt. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm giving you the measurements. Maybe stop. Xanthan gum. Now this is something I haven't used before. So I don't know what this is like. Oh, I don't need very much of that. Okay, I wonder what that does. The yeast is in here. Oh, it's not foaming yet. Is that everything? No, that's now salt. Okay, so I just have to wait a few minutes for my yeast to start foaming a bit. So my yeasty mixture is just starting to foam, so I'm just going to chuck all my dry ingredients in here. Oh, it feels nice. So they're all going in there. My chia seed mixture, oh, which has gone really gluey. Probably should have not left that quite so long, actually. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, it's really weird. It's like frog spawn. Ooh. Okay, and I need to give that a mix. It says pulse it, but I think I'm just going to give it a gentle mix. Might help if I turn it on. Until it's a dough. I think it's a dough. What does it say? Soft dough. Yep. And I think I have to now work with a generously dusted surface with brown rice flour and form into a round shape. Oh yeah, it's very gluey. Really gluey dough. Okay. My spatula. It's a bit unmixed at the bottom. I just give it a bit extra. Very interesting. I don't think you're supposed to do much to it. To gently form into a ball shape. Doesn't look very big, does it? Okay, it's a bit cracky. I hope that doesn't matter. So I'm going to put that on my grease tray. There we go, little bread. And I have to score it. Oops. You see? Maybe I'll bring you a bit closer. Got doughy hands. Oh, there we go. Kind of like this, this, and this. Possibly I should have made it a bit. I feel like I want to do that as well. So I think really that needs to be done, don't you? Okay. So I've done the cutting, place in the hot oven. Once the door's closed, decrease the temperature. Okay, in it goes. is not going to be done in time. It's taking way longer than I thought. You cook it initially for 1 hour, and then you lower the temperature and you cook it for another hour. I think I'm going to keep my eye on it, but it's just started its second hour, so I'm going to make myself a salad. So I decided I'd come out and pick some leaves. I just pick the tops off. That is what not to do. You don't pull the roots up because you get no more leaves. You just kind of pick the leaves off the top, and then they keep sprouting. It's quite hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea. Right, so I'm just going to go and give that a rinse, and I think my lunch will be basically exactly what I had on Monday, but that's fine. It was very nice. Tiny. Look, there's my hand. It's like a gigantic bread roll, but it looks good, and that is going to be so yummy with some butter and jam on. Yum, yum, yum. So yeah, it's just come out of the oven. It's scorching hot, so I'm going to let that cool down. Actually, I said I was going to do some quilting, but I think I'm going to edit some of the vlog footage and then do some quilting. So I'll see you a bit later. Bye. So it had to be done. Slice of bread with blackcurrant jam. I had the very end of this bread. Okay, so this bread is super crusty, but it is tasty. And I just had to have a piece fresh out of the oven with some blackcurrant jam because that is my favourite. I've also got, and if you can see a little puppy down there hoping for some crumbs. So I've also got a cup of coffee, and I thought I'd quickly show you the baby quilt I'm making. That's the right way up. So it's all sandwiched together. There we go. And so I've just got to quilt it really. So I'm going to spend an hour or so doing that. Fabrics are really, really cute. Actually, I'd forgotten how cute it is. It's very sweet, actually. It's for a little girl. I wish I'd have waited, actually, because I think it's a bit more on the boy side, but I think it's suitable for either, really. So yeah, I'm going to quilt on that. Maybe we'll leave it. Just after my toast desperately wants it. Yes, I'm going to quilt on this. I don't know if I'm going to listen to some music or... Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Or I might watch a podcast. But we'll see. So I will see you later. see, I am editing today's vlog. Aren't vlogs ugly? I wish someone was hidden. I feel like I need to move my blender there. This looks like it's so ugly all the time. Anyway, we have got spaghetti bolognese tonight. It's bubbling away in here, and whenever I make spaghetti bolognese, there's always one portion left because the portion generally serves 4 and there's only 3 of us. So if I manage to save the last portion before the boys have seconds, I put it in the freezer, and I had 3 one-person portions in the freezer, so I took them all out so we have an easy tea tonight. And I think there might be a bit left over, so I may even have it on a jacket potato tomorrow for my lunch. I use this spaghetti, which is really, really nice. It's gluten-free, brown rice spaghetti, and even the boys eat it, and it's fine. They don't mind at all. Not that Pete would mind, but George would mind if it wasn't nice, and he's absolutely fine with it. So this is an excellent gluten-free spaghetti. And how I weigh my spaghetti is I put a glass on my scales and zero it, and then I put my spaghetti in there, and it's quite hard one-handed. So it's approximately 100 grams, approximately 100 grams per person. But I normally do a bit less, so I do about up to 180 or something. See, this is normally really easy, and I'm making it look extra hard. See, that's about right, I'd say. 280 grams of spaghetti, all measured and ready to go in the pan. So that would be our tea tonight with some garlic bread for the boys.